It's not like y'all are in a position to pick and choose, but what do you think, boys? Trad wife or Chad wife? Oh dear lord, I'm not even gonna read that one out loud. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Mr. Sean, and today we're bringing it to you with Incel tier. Of course, the one where we look at posts made by incels, which is, of course, involuntary celibates. Again, we're not making fun of virgins here. We're just letting you know that while being a virgin is just a physical state, incel is a state of mind, and it's not one you want to have. Here we have an incel that says looks matter.
Oh my god, I love these flowers. They are so beautiful. I love you too. You make me feel special. I am so happy that you have feelings for me too.
Versus.
Yo, these flowers are cool. You're a good friend. Thanks, bro.
Look guys, I'm not going to be here and tell you that looks don't matter. Looks do matter. Specifically, you have to look like the person your object of desire wants. Everybody has their own preference. One size does not fit all. But just because, just because this one girl likes the traditionally handsome guy doesn't mean that a girl that looks exactly like her or is very similar isn't going to like the kind of nerdy guy with glasses. To each their own. Serious. An incel is someone who can't pull white females. Boyos, I have realized that an incel is not someone who's involuntary celibate, but rather someone who can't pull white foids. We are aware of how disgusting white foids are since they F dogs, are S's, and have mental issues. However, if you think about it, they're the most privileged and desired group on Earth. They're praised by virtually all cultures. So getting a white foid means you're actually on top of the world and thereby can be considered as ascension. By this definition, I can confidently say that most Indians, Latinos, Asians, Arabs, etc. are incels, while most black and white men are fake cells. I will never understand the incel mentality that you can be not getting laid wrong. Like, if I go out, my wife is white, but let's say she wasn't. Let's say I had married and was sleeping with a black woman. Would that not count as ascension? I mean, I'd be having sex, right? I don't know. It don't matter what color it is, guys. Pussy is pussy. Ethnic sex is still sex. I don't understand how you can be having or not having sex wrong. Next up, we have anti-Semitism and delusion all in one.
Red hair equals Jew. If you were male, it would be over.
I mean, while he technically wasn't ever practicing, my dad is essentially a redheaded Jew. He's lived a pretty good life. False. I don't think you know what you're talking about on this one, whoever you are. Discussion. Valentine's Day should be renamed Cuckatimes Day. Cuckatimes Day is more accurate name for this holiday because Simpson cucks give females gifts for free, and they get nothing in return. On this holiday, the females take but never give. Again, false. This year for Valentine's Day, my wife and I went in half and half on a really nice, quote-unquote, waifu figure of Belle Dandy from Ah My Goddess, one of our favorite animes. So we spent exactly the same amount. We made fondue, we built a Lego set together. It was a great Valentine's Day. We were both too tired to fuck, but you know what? I'd say it was a pretty equal exchange. But again, if you've never had a reason to celebrate Valentine's Day, I can see why you would be under this misconception.
Me, minding my business.
Incels.
You won't sleep with me, so you are a whore. Stop ignoring me.
This one just reminds me of when a guy at my gas station was begging people for money and started calling us punk asses when we wouldn't give any to him. Because yeah, when you're not getting your way, calling someone a name like punk ass or whore is definitely going to get them to see your way of thinking. Like, come on, dude, seriously?
He's a little weird, but my husband's such a sweet guy. Yeah, I struggled for years to find a date until I found her. Well, I had to find myself first, but yeah, we've been married for 7 years since.
Could it be he was a nice person? No! It must be his penis. Wait,
It's small too, and she still loves him? No, it must be his jaw. Wait, he's got a weak chin and glasses and freckles? Nope, totally because of his money. No, wait, he wasn't wealthy to begin with. She had to like him for some other, shallow reason. She has to be too shallow like me. Finis, femoid, foid, femilus, foidy, moid, loidy, foids, females. I am the supreme gentleman!
Woo, that much cope was hell on my voice. But yeah, no, I mean, us weird dudes can definitely bag a nice wife too. It's just, you gotta know yourself. And then once you know yourself, you can be honest with other people and show them your real self. And they're gonna either respond to that or not. And if they don't, well, they're not for you. But if they do, well, that's how you find happiness. Or you could just assume that it's for some shallow reason and stay single forever. Up to you, bud.
I wish all sex havers and foids a very shitty Valentine's Day this year, and I hope you all suffer and die. I hope all you toilets get incurable chlamydia and herpes, and I hope your disease-ridden cunts become so disgusting, Chad will never fuck you ever again. Also, I hope you guys step on a very sharp and pointy cactus and get tetanus. Fuck you guys, and I hope your year is as shitty as fucking possible. And then the Joker chimes in,
I've never spent Valentine's Day with a female.
Yeah, and I don't think this guy ever will either, even if he does want an emo GF. I mean, look, guys, I get it. I also found myself single for most Valentine's Days, and it fucking sucks. But you know what? It's not other people's fault you're single, okay? You just gotta learn to, figure it out. Next up, we have a rope fuel post where this guy who, for his own safety, I suppose, his identity has been blacked out.
My niece's perky little tits looking good. She just turned 13 a couple of months back, and to be honest, her body's getting all curvy. I can't help but look sometimes. What are they feeding these kids? To fuck? She lives with us and is always running up and down the house, bouncing all around. This must be incel hell, rope.
I mean, it's some kind of hell. I am really upset that you live with young children when you have these ideas, dude. Get up against the wall.
Women can be violent too. They can actually terrorize a man with false accusations, using half-truths that attract white knight males and other females to feign being protective just so they can help the damsel. And these white knights are most violent socially because they hide their hatred for both men and women and are actually the ones who are abusive. A man showing anger can be good, but the way people assume the woman is always innocent is basically putting himself as a biased moron. You cannot objectively believe all women without castrating yourself as a society. That is illegal to assume any citizen is guilty until proven innocent. The hash court of public opinion of the old Twitter guard is dead. F your Me Too bullshit. So let's go, you fairies and yikes. Try and gang up on an individual like me with your male hatred. Hatred that dehumanizes humans for showing anger and sexuality in a way most men wish they could. White knights who take the half-truth that any and all women are innocent so they can get closer because they don't have the balls to be direct, thereby influencing and affecting other men and protecting toxic women. That being said, there's always more to the story. Stop outing yourselves and acting like humans don't get angry and be violent towards them with passive aggression and the normalization of misandry. But that doesn't mean losing your cool like that is okay. It just means you girls are now totally crying wolf and emasculating men for social gain. You aren't women, just dickless humans. I don't really know what point he was trying to make. I'll be perfectly honest. Every once in a while, there was kind of a method to it, but I don't know. I think he just doesn't like women or men, or just people in general. I think he's just an unhappy, angry guy.
Next up, we have a post seen on a Tomb Raider Remastered thread. It's so nice to have an attractive Lara to look at again with my toxic male gaze that somehow harms all real-life women. Crystal Dynamics is so petty and spiteful to put that warning in the game. Hope one day all of these soy boys get fired and real talent comes back to these studios. Until then, we just have to wait it out and keep ourselves busy with these classics. I mean, I hear you, buddy. You know, I would say Tomb Raider really ruined and gave me unrealistic expectations of women because as awesome as my wife's boobs are, they are not triangles. And I really hope that our marriage can survive that.
I want to ruin Valentine's Day. Any suggestions that are legal? As some of you may know, I envy young happy couples. I guess you could call me the Grinch of Valentine's Day. Anyway, I'm having a hard time figuring out what to do on Valentine's Day so I can ruin the experience for them. I want to do something that is legal and won't cause me to get in trouble with the law. On that holiday, should I message some random women and call them whores? I don't know. Help me out here. Give me good ideas.
I mean, on the one hand, I'm glad you're looking for legal options instead of going full Minecraft on people, or maybe instead of focusing your time and effort on ruining Valentine's Day for other people, also don't text and call women whores. I think that actually might be illegal. But you could just sit at home, do something you enjoy, and not give a flying fuck that it's Valentine's Day, alright? It's just another day, and if you don't have a reason to celebrate it, just don't celebrate it. I don't do anything for Arbor Day. I don't go out and try and ruin it for people. Fuck the trees, but it's just a day. Apparently this guy's a virgin at 25, while this girl banged 50 guys this year off Tinder. Obesity. Less fun when you're a man. Guys, I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna blow your mind, and it's that fat people, both men and women, fuck all the time. There are plenty of literal fat fuckers out there who are getting their fuck on with people of all different sizes, alright? Big, small, fat, petite, everybody fucks. And if you're not fucking, well, it could be your size. Maybe you can't get it up, dude, but otherwise, I think it might be your personality. Remember comedian Ralphie May? I guarantee you back in the day, well before he was famous, that guy got all kinds of pussy, alright? So, look inside, not outside. Then you'll find the problem. Also, don't be judging that girl. If she has banged 50 guys on Tinder this year, maybe she's just DTF and she's looking for other people who are DTF. She's probably a good time, probably knows what she's doing, probably has a great personality. You know what? No slut shaming, okay? Bad incel.
I was thinking earlier today about what if Cujo were remade into an incel dog pill film. Here's the plot summary. A college girl that's a famous social media model, an influencer, and cam girl, and an OnlyFans star has a dog named Cujo. It's a large Chad dog, and she's having sex with it whenever she wants to be kinky and get a primal thrill that her Chad boyfriends don't give her. One day, Cujo chases a bat into a garden shed of the Foid's mansion. The bat bites Cujo just like in the typical movie, and it gets rabies. The rabid dog Cujo begins to start slaughtering everyone it comes across. The mailman, the gardener, the pool boys, the servants, the Chad and Tyrones, the model's Stacy friends. The girl doesn't realize Cujo is rabid when she gets home from classes. She's horny, and no one is replying to her texts, so she gets on all fours, doggy style, and then Cujo rushes over to her. She thinks she's going to be mounted, but then it bites down on her neck, and its teeth break an artery, and she bleeds to death. An incel heard everything and captures it with a drone while an old woman begins to call the police. Karen, another neighbor on the rich block, bangs on the door. tired of all the screaming and thinks she's having a party. But then Cujo rushes out and kills Karen, dragging her off and attacking her until she's dead. The cops come, but it kills one of the cops, and the other rushes to the police radio to call for backup. But Cujo jumps in an open back window and kills the second cop. Backup arrives, and it takes a team of cops to shoot Cujo. The Incel posts the promo clips of the ultimate dog pill justice online on LiveGore and other websites, and sells the entire footage as an NFT video file on the blockchain and as an autographed DMCA protected DVD. The Incel becomes a millionaire and ascends. Thoughts? Would you enjoy watching such a film? Share your own ideas for Incel remakes of films.
Sir, I'm going to recommend you stop watching films entirely. I'm going to recommend that you sell off all of your nerd shit. You pay for some very good therapy. You go out, you touch grass, you work on yourself, and you never, ever mention what I just read to anybody ever again, because that is some fucked up shit, bro. Again, what is it with incels and just assuming that women must be fucking dogs just because they won't have sex with incels? I mean, what kind of mental gymnastics do you have to go through to decide that the reason you're not getting laid is there's just too many well-hung Chad dogs out there that women can occupy themselves with? I've never once thought in my entire life that the reason I wasn't getting laid was because of Fido.
Serious. Why incels would be good soldiers? Incels dislike/hate society. If it ever came to a war in which incels would fight against the society, the incels would have better soldiers, because they have the hatred within them. Incels often have nothing/not much to live for, so they would charge into battle without the fear of death. Kamikaze pilots could also easily be found, or let's say S-soldiered like bombers would easily be found. Combine the hatred of society with a lack of fearing death and a weapon, and you get the perfect soldier. Okay, y'all, you're not Saiyans, so anger doesn't equate to ability. You know what? Y'all like Batman quotes. I think they said it best.
You do not fear death. You think this makes you strong. It makes you weak.
Why?
How can you move faster than possible? Fight longer than possible without the most powerful impulse of the spirit, the fear of death.
I have an even more interesting theory. Most female human specimens look terrible naked because clothes usually hide the weird things. When you see a naked woman in real life, it's not like in porn. It's weird. Sometimes the titties are pointy, sometimes they are like flat, sometimes they don't exist, and sometimes they are perfect. Their asses are also unlike in porn, where it's just fun, while in real life, you literally can't even fully hold a big ass. How does it even work? How are you supposed to manage that big ass? What are you going to do with that big ass? Sometimes the ass is so big, you can't even see where to insert dick. So you just blindly try to hope for luck, which is very funny and weird at the same time, lol. And you know, they are heavy. It's not like in the face-sitting videos where everyone is having fun. Sometimes you literally feel like it's just too heavy for you. Yeah, real life is weird. I don't even want to imagine what anal sex feels like in real life. I imagine there's shit flying all over the place and it smells horrible. I mean, dude, are you just now figuring out that real life isn't porn? I mean, okay, you don't like girls with big asses. That's fine. Some do, some don't. You're not into anal. Me neither. But you know what? Some people are. And I know there's ways you can clean that up before you get started, man. Just because you ain't ever experienced it doesn't mean it's not a good time for other people. You know what, guys? I think that's all I've got in me today. You know what? This forum takes a lot out of you, and I think I'm going to call it for today.
If you like this content and you'd like to see it continue, be sure to subscribe, smash that like button, consider joining the Patreon or the channel, and maybe buying a mini. Until next time, everybody, I'm Mr. Sean, this is Chimera Miniatures, and I hope that you alpha great day and an even beta tomorrow. Bye-bye.